Been talking about the potential for isolated, locally heavy rainfall, seeing one of those showers off in the distance. This is from Blunt Memorial Hospital in the Maryville area, and you can see the dark clouds with the heavy rainfall as we're looking basically north into this heavy rain that's coming up into our direction. It'll probably clip the east side of Knox County, but we've had some very heavy rainfall in northern Sevier County. Been talking about this over the past 45 minutes. Again, our exclusive product here showing where the potential for flash flooding could be there between Kings Academy and Johnson University, kind of west of Oak City. Again, there's Sevierville, so we're talking about right on the border between Knox and Sevier counties. They did issue a flash flood warning for this, and it goes until 8:15 tonight for Sevier County in those areas. So please be very careful, especially as we're right close to that evening commute. Remember, don't drive through any flooded roadways. We've seen almost 3 inches of rainfall, probably in about an hour and a half in these areas. That's what prompted the flash flood warning right in that area. Again, I'll go back and show you. There it is, and then here is the current amount of rainfall we've seen in that area, almost 3 inches. So this is what I'm talking about. Not everybody's going to see flash flooding. Isolated areas. Can't predict where they will be, but we can focus in when they start to happen, and that's one of those areas we need to watch. But everybody under a flash flood watch, meaning the potential is there for some flash flooding. We've already seen it, right? Some 1 to 3 inch per hour rainfall rates, heavy rainfall in certain areas that could cause a concern. This goes until 9 o'clock. I do think the opportunities for showers and storms will diminish a little bit later tonight, especially before midnight, and the overnight hours are relatively quiet before we do it again tomorrow afternoon, evening. But we've just seen the rain piling up here in Sevier County from Ripley's Aquarium there in the Gatlinburg area, and then another view up in Sky Park, and you can barely see the city below because of the heavy rainfall that we have there. And this is the past couple of hours, about 4 hours worth. This is the definition of scattered storms, right? Not everybody's going to see rain. I'd say about 70% of us are. That's why we've seen that throughout the area for today, but it's isolated areas where we could see the flooding concerns. Six Predictor's doing a pretty good job with the timing of this. This is where we are right now at 4 o'clock. Watch as we go through the evening. That's 9, 10, up to 11. Coverage starts to decrease, right? Sun sets, you lose the energy for these storms to develop. Should be a little quieter as we go overnight into early tomorrow morning. But there could still be some pockets of standing water, right, in low-lying areas. So just be careful traveling overnight into tomorrow morning. Notice the moisture in the atmosphere at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Kind of medium, not as high as it is right now, but as we go through the day, look what happens. It goes right back up. That's lunchtime into the afternoon. We start to see the brighter and darker reds across the area. So we're going to do this again tomorrow. Scattered storms. About 70% of us will see them. Those that do, could be some locally heavy rainfall. Notice the new updated medium risk for some flash flooding tomorrow, especially that darker green shading south of I-40 and portions of the plateau, and a lower risk areas to the north as we go through the day Tuesday. So we'll be weather aware again for isolated flash flooding. Not everybody's going to see it. You can't predict where there will be flash flooding. All right, so that's why we say everybody has the opportunity. It's a low probability. Again, not everybody's going to see it, but where we do, high impact, like we're seeing in Sevier County now, some 2 to 3 inch rainfall rates per hour. You get that? Yeah, you could have some concerns. And the timing really could be any time tomorrow. I'd say a little more likely through the afternoon and evening the way it's shaping up. Looks a little bit quieter once we get to about Wednesday, Thursday across the area. Less coverage of these showers and storms, but folks, it's going to be humid. Upper 80s for temperatures, but heat index values more like mid to upper 90s. That's right, mid to upper 90s. Then I will keep an eye on Friday. A cold front tries to push into the area, so a few scattered storms. Now that cold front, I'm using air quotes, that cold front gets to about the Tennessee-Georgia border for the weekend, so limited rain chances there for the weekend, but it doesn't really cool us off. It's more of a wind shift line than a cold front.
There you go, wind shift.
Yes.
That's exactly